Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, he shifts past him. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Raven ball carrier.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
And a Raven 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the... end zone for a touchback here. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jimmy Smith,
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A 2-yard pick.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for them. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Raven ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ravens.
Jackson on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensive.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bucks passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The 34-yard
from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucks are able to make this a close game again.
The Bucks will set up for the 2.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Ingram, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And a Raven first down.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
the long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. A handoff to Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Another 3 and out.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
love the effort, love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Fournette. And some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 29 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's hit.
Here we go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check it, reload. Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Have some of this.
Mike, and a loose football.
Jackson's pass intercepted by Sean Bunting. His guys take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge.